Thank you, Carlo. I'd just like to fairly briefly go over some of the reasons we're here and some of the points Carlo has made in English. So just to recap, this is our seventh year riding together here on the Ride of Silence in Hong Kong. Sadly, the reason we're here is still with us, and even worse this year, 20 people lost their lives over 2011, and that's something that we all do feel here. We come together, we enjoy each other's company as cyclists, and we have beliefs about what cycling should be, but above all we're here for those 20 people, and also for the very seriously injured, the people who don't get counted in that number, some very nasty injuries as well. Those people were from all over Hong Kong, all different parts. Some of them were passionate about cycling as a sport or as a commute. Most of them, though, didn't consider themselves cyclists especially. They were just people going about their daily lives who happened to be using a bicycle, and sadly, in many cases were hit. Most of the deaths occurred because somebody cycling was hit by a motorist. Some of the people, we don't even know what happened to them. They were found lying in the road. We can only guess what happened. But we remember the war, and we feel for them here today on this day here. The number of injuries last year was also an all-time high, recorded 2,500 official, obviously not necessarily the real number of injuries. 2,500 recorded injuries. And in 2012, in those few months, we are seeing an increased number on last year, even more injuries, although thankfully not so many deaths so far. So why is this? Why is the situation so bad here, with 1 in 6 of all road deaths being us, people who ride bikes? Well, the root cause, we believe, is the lack of government interest. The government doesn't want to take an interest in cycling. As far as the organisation of government is concerned, cyclists are peripheral. We don't really matter. Now, maybe that is changing. Certainly it can change, and it certainly must change. But at the moment, we're not counted. Physically, we're not counted. There is no record of what cyclists do or where they go. We're not part of the traffic and transport system. We're not planned for. Cycling is not an element in any consideration of planning or developments, living areas or roads. We are not taken into account, we're not part of the processes that go to making Hong Kong what it is. That's why it's such a lousy place to ride a bike, because we're not asking our government, or our government's not expected to think about cycling when it plans anything. Above all, we're not understood. The government, departments and drivers, and the public in general, don't know much about cycling. If they don't actually ride themselves, then they don't have much idea what it is to ride a bike. Drivers don't understand how they should behave on the road. And this all comes back, again, to the government and lack of public education. The government's responsibility to make sure that people around Hong Kong understand and respect cyclists. And then it's the government's responsibility to make cycling better for Hong Kong. Cycling is a way forward for Hong Kong, and when we have a safer environment and a government that's focused on that, on cycling and its potential, then we can see cycling contributing to Hong Kong, making it even safer, because places that have lots of cycling have a lower accident rate as well, as everyone takes more care of each other. Okay, I would just like to cap the organisational side. As you've probably realised by now, we're going to be riding in groups of about 300. With a break of 5 minutes or so in between. Please follow traffic lights and all normal road rules, as you would, except that we will be mostly riding in the offside lane going up Nathan Road. We'll be in the outermost lane, and the police will be guiding other traffic into the near side lane. That's where there are 3 lanes. We follow the traffic lights, but sometimes the back of the group may be waved through the light by the police. So if you're towards the back and the police are saying, okay, just go through the red light, then of course you do that. Please pay attention to marshals who are wearing nice shiny workman's vests. They're in communication with each other and with the police. They're there to help things go smoothly. So lastly, let's just, I'm sure we all do, remember how this is a respectful ride. This is the ride of silence. We ride quietly and respectfully. We respect the people who've died, above all, the 20. we also respect other road users, and so we're trying to show them that we share the road and we owe them a duty as they owe us. And lastly, we are talking to the public. A lot of people are going to be disturbed by our ride. They'll be wanting to catch the bus home or waiting to cross the road. So, if possible, try and communicate with them, catch their eye, smile, or indicate to them why we're riding. We're riding for too many people are dying on our roads as cyclists, and we want to see a change. It's going to make that not happen in the future. So thank you. Have a good ride, everybody. And I'll just pass you back to Carlo for a moment.
嘅櫃喺度，我哋可以單膝頭哥嘅櫃喺度，我哋有一個嘅沉默嘅時間。我哋為到我哋20位嘅死者最後一段沉默，請保持安靜。尋問完畢，大家可以起立。
係咁多位，咁陣間我哋嘅活動咧就即將開始嘅咁大家咧就跟翻我哋嘅 Marshal 會出發，每300名嘅車友咁就會陸續咁會出發。咁轉頭我哋出到彌敦道咧，我哋完全就會係用快線去行。咁就千祈唔可以越過快線，咁中間嗰條線咧係會留翻俾警車去用嘅，咁我哋只係用快線，咁同埋我哋係需要跟翻燈號去進行成個活動，除非有警察嘅指示，咁我哋就可以跟住警察嘅指示去過嗰一盞燈，如果唔係全部都要跟翻紅綠燈去過。係唔該晒咁多位。咁陣間咧，我就會係領航嘅第一個，咁所有嘅參加者都唔可以超越我，咁就跟翻你哋嘅 Marshal 去出發，係咁多，唔該晒。
集合喺嗰個呢個出口嗰度。
第一批唔該嚇，第一批出咗嚟先。好。大家記住咧，做活動咧，唔該你安靜啲下，我唔想有人聽到人咧嘈亂巴閉下，silence記住下各位嚇，唔該你合作啲下。
可以開始，保持安靜。
呢邊咧行先啦，靠翻左呢邊，呢邊靠呢邊左，睇住啊！保持翻個距離。準備啦嚇，得㗎。準備好啊，小朋友！準備好望前邊啊！入最後啲僆仔，盡量靠右啊！唔該，盡量靠右。